But now let's see. Lennli, the scuba diver versus the ghost. It's, as you said, pretty even matchup between these two very, very battle-tested players. As statistics, I guess, gives Debre the upper hand here. Am I reading this wrong? No, just by a bit.
Yeah, he's a little bit ahead. A little bit faster guess time, a little bit more accuracy. I mean, of course, these numbers, that's on paper. How's it going to play out in the games? We will see.
Possible to tell at this point. I mean, I like to think that we could tell earlier, but it's just... that last game still has me completely baffled. But Debre, I should say, just a couple of points behind. As a matter of fact, should Debre be able to 2-0 Lennli, that would put him above Lennli in the overall leaderboard, and he has played 4 games less than him. So good chance for him to get some good and much needed points here to try and claw his way back or into the top 12.
Yeah, first round we're going to be in Thailand with a nice Thai bollard there on the side of the road in these Thai poles. See what they can do with all this.
Thai bullets, Thai poles, Thailand confirmed. It's Lennli. It's gonna go a bit further south than Debre, but round 1, I mean, minimal damage should be coming through. All for these 2 guesses. Close to one another. Lennli able to get a guess in, but Debre's better. Coming off of this one, 450 damage done, 470 make that damage done. It's Lennli. Now into round 2, a bit behind. As Debre, the spooky Debre, is able to stay afloat. See here, what do we have to work with? Wartburg Kirchdorf School. German-sounding name, but not so much Germany in the location itself. Left side traffic. Where, oh where are you headed, my mans? See, they're scanning, trying to find useful info to go by. Every single sign you could go with might be it. South Africa, liking the guess that Debre is initially going for here. Lennli still yet to even open the map. With 20 seconds left to play. Still zooming down the street as fast as he can, but it's one residential area into another, and there's really not a whole lot of info, if any at all, to go by for him. 10 seconds left to work with now. Lennli still yet to even open the map, as Debre on the northeastern side of Lesotho is going to commit to it. Finally, Debre opens the map. They're practically in the same city, and they're both going to be close. But this time around, at least for Lennli, closer, and therefore no flawless for Debre as we go into round number 3. Here we are, round number 3. Did I hear this right? Am I joined by Mr. Chicago Geographer himself? I might be. In a second, I might be, as we go into this round, which is always fun. And now he gets to listen to me, who's not at all the expert. So where normally we get these casts where the casters can instantly tell where we are, this time around won't quite be the case, but at least an initial guess coming in from Lennli. As, yep, Debre once again, I mean, right on top of each other in Indonesia.
Oh, wow. What have I come back to? Hi, Toby.
Hi, welcome back, my man. Welcome back. Well, I mean, you came back to this. A very tight race between the two. No clear leaders thus far. As they're sat practically next to one another here in round 4.
Fast guess from Debre.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Trying to force Lennli into maybe a bit of an uncomfortable guess, but now down on the southern side of Moscow, we'll see if he's going to get rewarded for it.
He is indeed. He's got it, I think. With that sign, yeah. Wow.
Great round. Big damage coming through. Actually, enough damage coming through as well. Round 4. 2.5 times multiplier. That is what Russia can do. Big countries do deal big damages. And there you go. Lennli, 1-0 against Debre.
Yeah, that's one of the disadvantages of guessing that fast as Debre did. Sometimes you miss out on a great sign there for Tula, a city south of Moscow. So, fair play to Lennli.
Yeah, GG in there early, he knew. Oh, wait, no, I'm in trouble. Well, indeed he was. So now going to no move.
wow. Really interesting. Should be Brazil with the red soil. It's kind of hilly Brazil. At least I think it is anyway. Debre's going there. Okay, okay. It's gonna lock it in. Yeah, the Minas region guess makes a bit of sense. I see their vision here.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Both close to one another.
Not
Barely.
bad.
Barely any damage done here in round number 1.
Strong first round from had the region guess.
Not a whole lot to go by either. I mean, foliage exclusively, practically.
Yeah.
To work with as we now go Kenya. I mean, is this a 4th Kenya today that we've seen?
Yeah, it sounds about right. There's been a lot of them in the last few matches.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a whole lot of East Coast Africa in the last couple of weeks, so might as well just throw it all into one broadcast instead of sprinkling it a bit.
Yeah, why not? We do have a lot of signs here. Maybe they get something from them. In this kind of round, I think you just kind of hedge what Debre's doing and what Lennli is about to do as well. Somewhere around Nakuru. Lennli's still looking for something. He must have seen a town name.
See, what do we got? Both in the right area. Both. I mean, it really as close as you can expect in a round like this one. It's impressive to me. I mean, it's gotta be frustrating that when you finally get the good games going, when you're finally on top with almost every single guess you're guessing, so is the day that your opponent decided to play one of the best games they could pull off too. Because there are a lot of these matches that we're seeing when they are this close, both of them. It's like any other day against any other opponent, that would have been their wins. Easy peasy, but both Lennli and Debre here putting up a good match.
Yeah, absolutely. Said it really well. They are neck and neck. Great guesses. Region guessed from both of them to start. Now we get Indonesia, where you gotta really know your polls. A lot of different polls in Indonesia. And Debre's West Kalimantan. I kind of like that. I didn't get a good look at the poll, but landscape-wise, that checks out to me. Lennli goes there as well.
Yep. Same area, same distance to the right location once again. But of course, that's where the multipliers come in. That even when they're close by, you can only stay low on health, also low on damage, for so long. As we now go into round number 4, 2.5 times multipliers out in the open hills of... I don't know. This year I was thinking east side Germany, but that's probably way off. Of France? No, can't be. Could be? You tell me. You're the expert.
It can be somewhere around there. I think it's more of a French road here. Looking at this sort of narrow, dark asphalt. Yeah, that pole as well. It seemed like a French one on Lennli's screen.
Big enough country. The big points can be garnered, but of course not when you're almost right next to one another. Still, 1100 damage done from Lennli, able to not just tie, but even surpass Debre as he now sits under 5k health. Debre trying to reset here, get back ahead, but can you do so in this location? Maybe a quick guess coming in from him now.
Another Indonesia, probably going to be a quite different part of the country, different sort of architecture that we have in foliage. Shouldn't be Kalimantan. But beyond that, definitely can be tricky. Debre's going for Sumatra.
Lennli still yet to even open the map. Still looking around for any last second clues. 5 seconds to work with. Gonna zoom in now. And once again, side by side they go. A bit further down towards Bengkulu. But minimal damage once more. And this time around it's Debre to strike back. So back and forth, practically tied now coming in to round number 6. Oh wow. Welcome to Mongolia.
Mongolia indeed. Iconic tent car.
Yes, shout out to the backpackers.
Oh yeah. Now, Mongolia is one of my weak countries.
Flat.
Can't say too much about this one, but I think Lennli and Debre, they seem... Yeah, they're in the same area. I like that. I assume they're right. Okay.
Well, I mean, they were equally far off too. They were practically waving to each other, practically. Stood side by side in the fields there, as the road was a bit further north. Minimal damage done here once again. Coming into round number 7. 4 times multiplier now, 1 off guess, and that could be GG as Debre going towards Norway. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, Norway should work. Now this one's interesting because it's not as mountainous as a lot of places, so yeah, we're gonna be right by the coast. I would say, it's tough to say. Maybe it is more north. Don't have too many trees. Definitely looks cold. Debre's thinking about by Trondheim, which
coast
I can
off
believe
the
it.
west. Which, of course, isn't necessarily that great of a tell when you're in Norway and that the entire country is just western coastline.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Lennli, he zoomed into that one island really specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know, does he know something?
Maybe he knows something he didn't, but Debre, close up. Will be a lot of damage come through, gone the other way. 2200 at that, setting Lennli at the exact same number, almost there too. Just over 2100 health left, but of course with multipliers being this high, this this can still go either way. 1 off guess by Debre, and it's GG for Lennli 2-0.
Another interesting one. I think Malaysia works from Debre. We do have the black car. Yeah, Lennli's gonna go there too. Now it's a matter of, can they line up the river that we have over to the east?
Regardless, it's going to be minimal damage come through, not what Lennli would have hoped for, considering the fact that we're in round 8. And he would want to not just tie things up, but preferably get ahead coming into that round 10, of course, as most of you probably know, but I'll mention it anyway. Should they not be all the way to 0 by the end of round 10, it's the person with the most health left at that point that will win the round. So, Lennli, want to tie things back up here. He's looking to
Made a big switch.
Yeah.
He's on Borneo now.
He is fully committed to it as well. This could be game, and it will most likely be just that. Debre, able to bring it home. And I mean, you said it. You wanted it. You wanted us to go into an NPC, and here we are. 1-1 is the score.
I have to say, I am excited for the NPC. I'm sure these players are not excited to be going to it. But it's going to be a great show for us. So
definitely. You know. Definitely. Lennli, solid in NPC, but lost it to Harrier in the previous matchup. We'll see if he can turn it around here.
Instant zooms from both of them to East Kazakhstan, which makes a lot of sense with this fall foliage. When you're in Kazakhstan, in the mountains like this, they're both on the what should be the right road there.
See if they are. Indeed, they are. No time to... I'm not going to spend any time trying to line up a potential 5k, but of course, somewhat tricky to line up stuff when you're playing an NPC.
Yeah, solid effort from both players. Good start, good start. This is going to be northern territory, yep. These trees, very distinct. 2 really distinct landscapes, back to back.
Good test on whether you have everything under control. Got your meta knowledge set in right, and well, I mean, obviously there's a reason both of these players playing this tournament, because they do in fact have just that. Lennli able to maintain his flawless performance thus far coming into round 3. As this one takes us, I mean, everyone's looking towards India. What are you thinking, Chicago?
Yeah, definitely going to be India somewhere, you would think. And I like where he zoomed in with the sort of dry foliage you get out west. Gujarat, Rajasthan. Lennli, he's taking his time here, though.
Yeah.
He's going in the same area. Okay.
Gonna slow things down for a bit here, both of them. Hovering the map. I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to line up, because again, you have no mountains in the near distance, no big lakes to go by, so just trying to figure out what makes the most sense for them. And well, further south it was. It's gonna be Lennli closer though. 500 damage, not too much, but it's still early days here in NPC as we go into round number 4. Japan? Yeah, Japan.
Yep, another Japan. This one should not be very north. I think this is south looking.
Last time we said it was north and it was south. Maybe now it's north when we think it's south. Who knows?
that would be just how it goes for us, isn't it?
Would indeed. Would indeed. Lennli again, I mean, traditionally so, not opening the map so far. Now he does. Goes from the southern side of Osaka. They're both in and around the same area. A little bit of a hedge maybe from Debre. Doesn't want to fully commit to it. Was even further west of him than that, but still winch on the hedge bet. The sunglass emote coming out, bragging with the hedge win. Maybe, I'm not quite sure.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. These guys are such great characters in the community. Sending that emoji. Love to see that.
Let's share the love. Debre. Both of these guys landing now as well, looking to go towards France here. What are you thinking, CG, in this one? Again, limited info.
Definitely going to be France. If you see on that pole, that little blue sticker, that is surefire sign for France. And now they got to take in the landscape. This little bridge, the houses, what can they make happen? I'd say it's more north than south, but I mean, it's kind of tough on this kind of round.
It is 3 times multiplier. Distance in between them as well, but I guess, I mean, in this case, kind of safe by the fact that Debre wasn't closer. Still, though, 1,000 damage done. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna now put Debre ahead coming into round number 6. We passed the halfway mark, or the guaranteed halfway mark, I should say, of this game. So, wow, okay, Bolivia, instant zoom in from Debre. Both of them going there. What are they seeing?
Yep, another really distinct landscape. Just kind of like the first 2 rounds we saw. This is just the agricultural areas outside of Santa Cruz in Bolivia. You have that crooked wooden pole on the side of the road, and those are really common in this area. So it's one of those rounds where the pros, we've seen this many times, they know right away. And there you have it.
There you go. It's all about repetition, all about playing the same locations over and over and over again. But not only that, also somehow have them stick in your brain. I feel like that's the hardest part of it, because you can play non-stop GeoGuessr. It's not always that you remember the things you're trying to practice as we go from a open field location into a very beautiful mountainous one.
Lovely landscape, and this one is a little bit less sure of where it's going to be. Definitely not easy.
Both players at above 4,500 health in round 7 in NMPC. I mean, I feel like we're still both kind of fatigued from the previous Kratzo and Mata game where we're just jumping all over the place all the time. This one is a nail biter. It's close. Neither of them are really budging. No one's making big mistakes right now. We're in round 7, and they're both going to be close. Once again, 100 kilometers in between him. It's going to amount to 1,500 damage with these multipliers stacking up. So now, Lennli needs to turn this one around. 2,000 points behind coming into round number 8. And where are we here? Is it yet another Oman?
It looks like it.
Quick guess from Lennli.
Should be. There's always a small chance of UAE, like the mountains nearby. It looks similar, but I think with this kind of camera situation we have, it should be Oman.
Debre is going further towards the west again. I mean, it makes not big distance in between, but it's going to be big enough, at least for quite a big damage coming through. 1,400. Lennli cannot take one more of these hits, and that will be him falling down. Into round 9 we go. He needs something massive gone his way now in order to even things up coming into the final one. Debre maybe now looking to up the speed a bit. It's going to be Lennli once again locking in quicker. South side of Norway.
I'm not sure which of the 2 countries I prefer, honestly.
Yeah?
Maybe a bit more Norway, but we'll see. 3 seconds.
It's a tricky one for sure. It's going to be Lennli closer. Oh, that's going to sting if you're Debre. Is it going to be enough, too? Yes, it will! By 50 points! Just enough to stay afloat, and there comes the sunglasses. The party lights are on. Germany celebrates as Lennli gets himself a 2-1 victory over Debre. What a turnaround. Debre, 3 big hits in a row, back to back 1k plus hits on Lennli. But when he needed it the most, the south of Norway was what was going to give